Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV Online Let's Play. And today, we're going to be continuing on with the main story quest. First of all, Onion Knight has served us well, but let's get a new minion out here. I like to do just the source. Who is this? Wind up Kane. Oh. Kane, can you come on the land so I can see you properly? He looks sick. Okay, cool. So let's talk to Gosetsu. What are we waiting for? Come, come. Sorbonne cannot have gone far. Though, now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Right, yeah, let's go find Sorbonne. Little seashell right there. I mean, I love that mount, but it looks cool, but it feels so much slower than every other mount that we have. Excuse me. So, patch 5.4 is out. I have not played it yet. I got home from work and took a nap. So, and then had to get this recorded. But it came out today, at the time that I'm recording this, and I will probably check it out on my main. Although, I've been sitting here thinking, I don't think I finished patch 5.3. I don't think I did the story. So I might be a couple patches behind, actually. And that almost makes me want to wait for Vesper to get up there. Because I don't think I'm going to be playing the game in my off time. I think we're just going to be doing it here. And it would be kind of cool to experience the end of, gosh, what are we on? Shadowbringers. I almost said Stormblood. End of Shadowbringers for the first time with you guys. So, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. The mood might strike me, but I doubt that with Cyberpunk coming out, so. Alright. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often our shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then. Now that our business with Tensui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. Okay, are we gonna get something cool from here? No. And I don't want piety. I mean, what does this even look like? Those are kind of cool. Lancer. Those are kind of cool. Take these. Alright. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me. Vesper, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Sure, I'll let them know. I also see a plus sign over here. And I would like to do that, because if that's an Aether, which I have not been looking for... Yotsuyu. Hey, you got an Aether current for me? You do. You! Yes, you! Do you know of the Ruby Price? The fortress in middle of the Ruby Sea, from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day, we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superior. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the Ruby Tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I am looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail to the Ruby Price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think you could go in my stead? There's a man by the name of Ikaruga there. He is an old friend and should be able to identify who our captive superior is. Alright, we can do that. I will also talk to you. Oh, you're one of the Asian from the beach. Leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe, like Tensui said. On the other hand, if you were to pursue... He's going crazy. Kane's going crazy. If you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Well, you want me to buy something? Don't buy nothing. I will, however, repair my gear. Because I don't think we have done... we're good, but since we're here. How did we get so much gil all of a sudden? Didn't I have, like... Didn't I have, like, I don't know. I feel like we were way below that. I don't know, maybe I looked at it wrong before. Alright, where am I going? The wrong way. That's where. I'm trying to do this one here. And we will take this into the water with us, I suppose. Oh god, this scared me. I just jump off the edge. Bum, 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 bum. There's Gosetsu. However, I'm not gonna do that one quite yet. This is the ruby price that they were talking about, like when we first sailed in. Or is it further? I think that is it. Or stairs up in the middle? There it is, right here. That's really cool. That's a cool design. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's find this guy and get our Aether. Ikaruga. Ah yes, just the other day one of the soldiers deserted base. I suspect he is the man Yotsuyu is after. Trade with foreign countries is strictly prohibited in our nation. The man, upon learning his subordinate disappeared, feared he would be caught and turned tail and ran. If what you told me is true, he likely went northwest of here to seek asylum with the Kojin of the Red. I am tempted to go after this man myself. Alas... Kane, will you chill? Alas, that would require me receiving the necessary authorization, which could take days. Please, track him down and arrest him in my stead. If he resists, feel free to kill him. Jeez. Wait, where is he? Up here? Princess. But it's almost over. Probably no one's out here. They're probably all doing, new patch stuff. I'd be surprised if we saw people out here, really. Unless they're still leveling like I am, but... We're taking exceptionally slow. Because we're doing it for YouTube. Which, to me, it kind of gives it like a... It gives it a really fun path to go through this years after everyone else has played it and like be behind in the story. Like it just like, of course you want to play the game and you want to be where everyone is and doing the raids and doing the most you know, I was gonna say legitimate content, but like the most up-to-date content. But there's just something different and kind of fun and stress-free about taking your time and getting there. Because I'm in no rush to do in-game content. I'm not in a guild. I'm not gonna do raids other than through like a party finder and stuff. So I'm not a hardcore player, and playing it casually is actually really relaxing. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And sometimes, you know, I do get into this game hardcore at periods and at times, That's why I have a different main character. Who's got, you know, multiple characters, or multiple classes max level, that sort of stuff. Moving on some fishing raids. I never got the fishing mount. I'm worried that, I'll probably never get it, because I won't go in with the group. Like, everyone who wants it, like, wanted it that badly, I think has it. We probably won't ever get that fishing mount. I'm looking for someone here. It's not you. You weird seahorse looking thing. Probably back around here. Hey. I would have to be a fool to agree to go with you. I'm so close to the Red Kojin settlement. So close to freedom. Oh. Yeah, but now you're gonna die. Let's get the most important battle partner. Wing sauce. Stop doing your samurai stuff. Samurai is also another class that I have a lot of fun with. So I play... My main character has max level Bard, at max level Samurai, and max level White Mage. Wait, did we join? Oh god. I like... obviously, my favorite is Bard. I love Samurai. White Mage. Healing in this game stresses me out. I don't know why. I usually enjoy healing quite a bit. Not so much in this game. And I'm unsure what makes it that way. And it's dungeon healing. And you know what, I think what it might be, I like raid healing. I like, low-level dungeon healing. High-level dungeon healing, I feel like everyone's in such a rush to get through the dungeons that they pull these mass, big, like, groups, and then I pop all the cooldowns I possibly have. And we, like, barely survive. And then, like, they pull too much and I don't have any cooldowns up, and they die and then they yell at me. I'm like, well, you pulled, like, 3 packs of mobs. And I don't like rushing through a dungeon like that. I don't like doing dungeons like that. I like to take my time, and I know not everyone does, so. I loved healing until I got to max level, believe it or not. And then doing the max level dungeons, it was like, oh, this healing is not for me. It could be because I didn't have very good gear too, so I had to pop all those cooldowns. But when I didn't have a group that pulled like 3 packs at a time, it was fun. And I had no problem with it. And I love boss healing. It's just that, you know, the tank pulls an entire room, which is it's not designed that way. It gets stressful. And I was getting a tank up there. I got a warrior to like level 71. And I got Dancer to level 70 something. Dancer's pretty fun. That was the next one I was going for max level, and then I kind of burnt myself out on the game. Stopped playing except for this series. Alright. Ikaruga. Ah, so it seems he forced your hand. Perhaps his death was for the best. I will send word of all that has happened to Yotsuyu, though I am not sure he will be happy to hear it. Ah, you are curious to know how I will inform him? That, my friend, is a secret. What? He's got spies in the area, probably. You think with the next expansion they'll introduce some new classes? They've introduced new classes every expansion, right? Heaven's Ward, they had 3. They had, Machinist, Astrological and, Dark Knight. And then Stormblood. They had, of course, they had, Samurai. And Red Mage. And then, Shadowbringers. They had, Dancer. Gunbreaker. Onion Knight would be kind of cool. Although I don't know what they would do different from, like, a warrior. I want, like, a huge hammer class. I think that would be fun. Although, it'd be really close to a warrior, but... Ah, you have spoken with the Confederates up above, then. Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so anytime. All aboard. Where are we going? Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Asari. Wait, Tensui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Asari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Good thought, LSA. The fishing village right here. Alright, Sorban. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Sorban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Ah, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. Bye. So, we finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Girabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will end up the odd, or even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tensui was talking about. Gosetsu. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. That's not good. Uh-huh. Imperials.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
You again. Oh.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that... Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doman. What I wouldn't do for a drink.
She's really quiet. I hope she's not too quiet for you guys.
Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid.
Now she's louder.
You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Jeez.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Jeez, man.
Oh, very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Oh, gosh. Osetsu? What do we say? I'm gonna say we can't, not now.
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
We don't run in there and stand with him? She's gonna kill his parents.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Uh-huh. Aw, their poor kid. Golly, they did a great job of making us hate her straight off the bat, you know? Oh, why am I running forward? What's happening? Okay, I think my keys got stuck there. Alright, I'll say. I hate it as much as you. Maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. The distant tower, like, that tower? Is that a player? It's like, is that an Imperial? Alright. I guess we're going over this way? Yes. We bend with the wind. Dang, yeah. I like, what's her name? Yotsuyu? I like her as a bad guy. She's a really, really interesting bad guy, and her whole story arc through this is good. And I don't think I've disliked a bad guy as... or had such a strong emotion towards the bad guy in the story so far until we meet her. Cause like the main baddie in Heaven's Ward was who? The dragon? Gosh, what was his name? I'm horrible at remembering that stuff. Not Bahamut. God, what was his name? Not Midgarstormer. His son. The main dragon. The one you fight in the bridge. I'm so sorry. I have a terrible memory, and I'm terrible with names. I don't remember what his name was. But he's the main bad guy, the main dragon that you fight in Heaven's Ward. Not really a personality, though, right? Just kind of like this ominous baddie. And then in A Realm Reborn, like, I didn't quite understand Gaius as well as I think the writing could have made us understand him. But until you meet Yotsuyu, sorry, I'm terrible at it, and meet her and get like a feel for her and her badness through all of this, I think she's one of the coolest bad guys that we've gone up against. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far. Oh, we are going there. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to the map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Alphino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? What, that thing? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Uh-oh. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Ruh-roh. Calm down. We had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not. No. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Vesper. We're gonna fight these guys? These walruses? What's the plural for walrus? Walry. I cracked myself up. Alright, wing sauce. Let's get these guys down. Hey, Bren. We're gonna kill these guys together? Alright, he pulled his too, so I'll do a little blizzard going on here. Okay. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I got my two down, but I'm gonna help him out, because he was fighting ours too. There you go. Thanks, dude. Alright, search for Lise. Gayuki. Up on a mount. Oh, we're riding wing sauce. There's a big one right here. Oh, it's just the same one. At least you make this mess? Lisa and Alice? Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have too, sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Alright, heaven on high. What is that? Giant snail. Daimyo Umemi. No thanks. Never say daimyo. Hey, oh look at the cat. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go get this Aether first. Then I'll be back for Lise. There's heaven on high. And you know, there's a hairstyle that drops from heaven on high that I farmed on my main. That we might want to get for Vesper, because it's a really cool like up ponytail with a braid in it, and it just looks like a really nice hairstyle. You could do a lot with outfits with it. Maybe we'd want to get that for Vesper, so we could do some heaven on high grinding. And Heaven on High is actually kind of cool. I enjoy it, but there's not a lot of people. Like, it takes a while to get into a group for it. Hey, Lise. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetheryte. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tensui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. And... 265 compared to 270. So we're getting close to having our own stuff. What do these look like? Those are I was gonna say those are kind of cool, but they look like elf shoes. I'll still get them. Alright. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement. Mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The selfsame Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Look for a familiar face in Onokoro. Let's see this person's dress. Huh. These fish. Kensui. What wind brings you hither of all places? Were you not bound for Othar's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that. An audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me the chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Oh gosh. Gonna make a fool of herself. Are we going the right way? Here. Rasho. Greetings. You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm gonna stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. That cool thing in the background. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Asari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remain secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. Ah. Interesting. I'm sure, they have a plan. Hey Vesper, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. Alright, let's go learn about the Confederacy. Oh, God, my stomach dropped. I hate that. Oh, someone got the cactuar mount from the gold saucer. Alright, here's an arms crate. Don't mind me, just poking through your stuff. The arms and armor have been piled in haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. Interesting. Are you going over here to look at stuff? What's going on here? What's happening? Some sort of hazing going on? What am I looking for? Maybe up there? Go check over here first. Aha, there's one. Do you think I can... Oh, make it? There we go. Stacked crate. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. I think they're, like, not doing well. Probably running low on supplies. Don't have gear that's maintained. Like, they wouldn't be able to help us fight. They just have a big... They're all show, basically. Big pretense about them. What I'm getting the picture of. What you think? Over here? Nawashiro. Taking an interest in the ship? Heh, good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently, what with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? Interesting. Very, very interesting. I want to know what this is. Saw a mount. Go buy a shadow mount. Alright, let's get back up here to Alice. Had a good look around? Then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tensui said. They have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. I think the situation is coming to a head. I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive, and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck. Alright, mundane tasks is what we're gonna get. Oh, we got a eastern bow. I will take that, though. Alright, and with that, I think we are going to end the episode here, and in the next episode, we will take on some of those mundane tasks and see if we can't get the Confederacy on our side. So guys, I want to thank you for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye everyone!